Hello everybody and welcome to your class again. Today you are going to learn how to express your habits in the present and in the past. Let's begin. Let's begin with usually. Maybe you can recognize this word. Yes, it's to talk about our habits in the present or things that we do most of the time. Look at the next examples.
I usually go swimming at the weekend.
Every summer, we usually spend a week at my grandparents' cottage by the lake. It's a family tradition that we've kept for years.
In the fall, the leaves usually change to beautiful shades of red, orange, and yellow, transforming the landscape into a colorful masterpiece.
Every Friday night, we usually have a movie night at home. We take turns choosing a film, and I usually make a big bowl of popcorn for everyone to share.
You see, it's easy to talk about our habits and routines. And one good thing is that we can use this expression usually with all the pronouns. Just be careful with the conjugation of your verbs. Remember that we have special pronouns that need a special conjugation. He, she, and it. You can see some more examples in the screen. Now, let's continue with the expression used to. This expression is going to help me to talk about one habit but in the past, which means that in the present is not an habit anymore. Look at the examples.
My grandmother used to bake the most delicious apple pies every Sunday.
When I was younger, I used to collect comic books. Every weekend, I used to visit the local comic book store and spend hours browsing through the latest issues.
We used to have a dog named Max who was a big part of our family. Max used to love going for long walks in the park and playing fetch.
If you pay attention to the examples, all that I need to express an habit in the past is my expression used to. And if you also pay attention, my verb is going to be in simple form. So it's very easy to talk about my habits in the past. You have some more examples in the next slide. Now, let's talk about didn't used to. Remember that we are talking about habits. And when I use didn't used to, I am going to express an habit that I didn't have in the past, but now it becomes an habit. Look at the next examples.
I didn't used to like vegetables, but now I eat them every day.
She didn't used to exercise regularly, but now she goes to the gym 3 times a week.
They didn't used to travel much, but since retiring, they visit new places every few months.
Easy, right? So if you pay attention, I will use my structure didn't used to with all my pronouns. So it's going to be easier to talk about the habits that I didn't have in the past and now in the present. They are truth. It's time to talk about questions. Remember that every time that I structure questions, my auxiliary is going to be at the beginning of my sentence. It's all that you have to do. And there is an advantage. The auxiliary did, in this case, it's going to be used for all the pronouns. I, you, we, they, he, she, and it. You only need one auxiliary for the past. Look at the next examples.
Did you used to play any sports when you were younger?
did you use to spend your summer vacations at your grandparents' house?
Did you used to have a tradition of going to the park with your family every summer?
Now that you know what the difference is between usually, used to, and didn't used to talk about your habits in the present and in the past, it's your time to practice. See you next class!